Today, we're putting it in drive and calling some folks out because we've got the list of cars most likely to be driven by the worst drivers.
And spoiler alert, it is not the guy or gal with 50 bumper stickers and no turn signals.
They're surprised to me.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they are.
The worst
They're bad.
too. Honorable mention. And also, do not shoot the messenger here. This is all based off of a brand new survey and some research done by Lending Tree that comes together, brings all of this different data from auto insurance companies all together to find out the worst drivers on the road. And those are, unfortunately, Tesla drivers. I just want to say this is numbers. This is facts, my friend. There have been 37 reported incidents out of every 1,000 Tesla drivers, and it is not electrical. I know a lot of people want to blame simply the cars. It's the people who are driving them. And I understand if Toyota was on this list, I too would say that. Coming in behind Tesla are Ram drivers. And congratulations to Ram. They were #1 last year, but they bumped down. They're doing a little bit better with 33 accidents per every 1,000 drivers. And then bringing up the rear is Subaru. They have rounded out the top 3. I do want to give you a positive note, though, because I think it is important. On the flip side, the best drivers are Mercury, Pontiac, and Cadillac. And I will say, those were the best drivers. Out of this report, they took the 10 most popular car make and models. Toyota was also the best. So,
and that's you.
I drive Henrietta Highlander. She is very good to me, but she is a Toyota. I think it is crazy, though, that 37 accidents are reported out of every 1,000 drivers, because that to me is staggering. And this also takes into account accidents that these cars get into, DUIs and speeding tickets. And Tesla is up 16% from last year.
Wow.
I will say, if it's an easy gas, if it's an easy woo, you know, like if we're flooring out of nowhere, I mean, that could help. I have a heavy foot, too.
How did the minivans rank on there?
I'm curious about that.
The research is still out. You guys are still in the right lane, being cautious and sensible.
Can I tell you, this has nothing to do with cars, but something that Frankie and I have both noticed over the years. Ohio drivers, for some reason, why are we in love with the left lane?
Oh, we love it.
And we're not using it to pass. We're just riding in it. We're just
Riding in the left
route.
lane.
We're just here. We're just enjoying the ride. I don't want to pass you in the right lane.
I know.
But I'm doing it because you don't move over. Why is this happening?
I don't know why it's happening. Maybe it's an Ohio thing.
It is.
Just, for me, I've noticed Mustangs. I feel like they think that they own the road. And then when they're at the traffic light, they're revving up. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And I'm like, is all of that necessary on Beechwood Boulevard?
That's specific. I really love that. I did this topic on my radio show. I had so many people, when I tell, an overwhelming amount of people call in and say, Kia. Kia is the real make and model that is guilty of this. I disagree. I've been in quite a few Tellurides with friends, and they're great drivers. But again, it's because they're speeding. That is my #1 flaw when it comes to being behind the wheel. I have no patience for slow people, as I know a lot of people on the road don't. I've had many people grab onto that bar. You know, the bar you're supposed to hang your dryer.
We all call it something different. None of it is appropriate.
Nope, not one thing. But I've had a few people, including my mom and husband, who are dramatic, and they get in and they just start holding on for dear life.
Wherever you're going, you need to get there. That's
what I'm saying.
kind of, I feel like that's your philosophy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I do think this needs to be broken down by state. I think that every state has different issues that can lead into different numbers.
You're targeting Ohio.
Ohio, yes. Immediately.
Nothing against the state.
No, we love it.
State.
All right, so we'll talk Pittsburgh, from the freshest meals on wheels to a full-fledged brick and mortar. Roll up, take a seat for some poke paradise and some sensational sushi.
And are your children ready to beat the heat and boost their brains? So we're sharing some tips for college-bound students to make the most of their summer and stay ahead of the game. That's next.